Susan leaves the TARDIS, only to see a perfect specimen of a man. But it's okay, he's just checking up on if and how Susan and the others have taken the drugs he left them, which seems absolutely legit and not like he's trying to get them hooked on some new alien substance at all. His name is Alidon, and he gives Susan another box, hoping to get the Daleks hooked on them as well, no doubt. He gives Susan his hexagon cloak and they head back to the city. I wonder if that'll be important later on. Back in the city, Susan gives the drugs to the rest of the travellers, and they quickly start to perk up. The Daleks found both stashes, but allowed her to keep the second box anyway. Susan clearly has a crush on Alidon, as she's developed a severe case of menschenitis. Susan explains how the farming Thals crops have failed, so they've journeyed to the Dalek city, hoping to negotiate for food. The Daleks are watching, but it's not quite the level of excitement they usually get from their reality TV. I mean, nobody's called anybody else a Varga yet.
Day 2 in the Dalek cell. The Susan creature continues to tell her increasingly disinterested companions about the Thals. The Ian and Dr. Creature continue to have tensions. Meanwhile, the Barbara Creature tries her hardest to keep the peace.
The next day, Dalek Butler brings the travellers food and water. Susan is taken to write a note to the Thals. Ian wonders how they knew about them. At the TARDIS, the rest of the Thals arrive and wonder about what the Daleks have become. Apparently they used to be teachers. Probably PE teachers. Temesis, the Thal leader, asks Alidon how old Susan is. When he replies that she's no longer a child, not yet a woman, Temesis says it's safe for him to talk to her. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Look, he quickly adds a caveat of, oh, because she's not yet a woman, but it's still creepy. One of the lady Thals, Dione, clearly has a crush on Alidon and is jealous of his seeming instant fondness for Susan. Alidon really is a perfect specimen of a man.
We're all working towards the same end.
Ooh, nice double entendre there.
Now there's a double meaning for you.
Yes, I got it, thanks.
Started on this journey, she was little more than a child. But that was 4 years ago. I'm not quite so blind.
Can you please stop with the creepiness? Susan writes a note as dictated by the Daleks, where they tell them what they have to trade and what they want in return.
We will give you cheese in a can, nonny fruit, bacon soda, strawberry cream chocolate, and vanilla ice cream flavoured Monster Munch. In return, we want some of those snazzy hexagon cloaks, power cables that will fit into the orifices of dead magnodons, and all of the reality TV shows you have produced.
Later in the cell, the Doctor, Susan, Ian and Barbara fake an argument so they can break the camera spying on them. It's a very convincing argument, probably because they've had plenty of time to practice over the last few weeks.
Breaking the camera has taken out the whole bloody station. How will I know who has won Carled Dine with me now?
The travellers brainstorm a way to get out. They figure out the metal floors and smell of dodgems mean they run on static electricity. They decide to use Alidon's cloak to insulate the Dalek butler and hopefully shut it down. So the cloak was important. At the Thal camp, they're going to use the dead Magnodon to recharge their electrical equipment. I don't really want to think about where they're going to be shoving the plugs and stuff. They receive Susan's note and plan to head to the city the next day. In the cell, the travellers prepare their plan. Ian will stop the door from closing, while Barbara has made mud to blind the Dalek. Fortunately, Susan's shoes were caked in it, otherwise a rather more unmentionable method may have been undertaken. Dalek Jeeves appears. Ian places a piece of the broken camera under the door, stopping it from closing. Barbara muds its eye, and they wrestle it onto the cloak, where it falls into inactivity. Ian opens the lid and, repulsed at what he sees, tells the woman to watch the corridor as he and the doctor lift the mutant out, because what's inside would be too much for their sensitive lady brains to comprehend. Or something. Ian decides to get inside because it looks like a load of fun, and he even has a go at doing the voice.
Do you mean that?
They leave the cell posing as prisoners and escort. As they do, a creepy protuberance pokes out from under the cloak and gives them the finger.